The atmosphere inside the gym has completely changed as Errol Spence Jr. prepares for one of the most important fights of his career. With legendary heavyweight icon Mike Tyson closely overseeing key parts of camp, every workout has taken on a new level of intensity. The focus is clear: rebuild, sharpen, and prepare for the challenge that Tim Tszyu presents. Observers have described the sessions as relentless, with Spence pushing through demanding drills designed to test both his physical and mental limits. The combination of Tyson's experience and Spence's determination has created a training environment built around discipline, power, and preparation. As fight night approaches, the energy surrounding this camp continues to grow. After spending nearly 3 years away from competition, Errol Spence Jr. understands that returning to elite boxing requires more than simply getting back into shape. A major part of his preparation has centered on rediscovering the explosive power that made him one of boxing's most feared champions. Training sessions have focused heavily on strength, timing, and punch mechanics. The goal is not only to regain former levels, but to return stronger and more efficient than before. Coaches believe that rebuilding confidence in his power will be just as important as rebuilding the physical tools themselves. Every round of training is aimed at ensuring Spence enters the ring prepared to make a statement. One area receiving particular attention is conditioning. Mike Tyson reportedly understands that Tim Tszyu is the type of fighter who applies pressure from the opening bell and rarely allows opponents to settle into a comfortable rhythm. Because of that, Spence has been pushed through demanding workouts designed to improve endurance, footwork, and reaction speed. The camp wants him to remain dangerous deep into the fight while maintaining the explosiveness needed to capitalize on opportunities. Trainers believe that if Spence can combine his natural skills with elite conditioning, he will enter the matchup with renewed confidence and momentum. Among the techniques being explored in camp is the famous peekaboo style that helped define Mike Tyson's career. The system emphasizes defensive responsibility, constant head movement, compact positioning, and explosive counters. For Spence, studying elements of this approach offers an opportunity to add new dimensions to his game. The emphasis is not on completely changing his identity as a fighter, but on incorporating tools that can make him harder to hit and more effective in exchanges. Coaches believe these adjustments could prove valuable against an opponent who thrives on pressure and forward momentum. Adapting aspects of another fighter's style is rarely a simple process, regardless of who that fighter may be. Every boxer develops unique instincts, habits, and rhythms over the course of their career. That is why any adjustments being made in Spence's camp are likely focused on enhancing his strengths rather than replacing them. Successful fighters often borrow ideas from great champions while still remaining true to what made them successful in the first place. The challenge is finding the right balance between evolution and familiarity. So far, Spence appears committed to that process. Sparring has become one of the most important parts of preparation as Spence's team attempts to recreate the pressure and intensity expected from Tim Tszyu. Training partners have reportedly been instructed to constantly move forward, throw combinations, and force difficult exchanges. These sessions are designed to simulate the type of environment Spence may face on fight night. Rather than allowing comfortable rounds, coaches want him dealing with non-stop pressure and difficult decisions under fire. The objective is simple: ensure nothing Tszyu brings to the ring feels unfamiliar when the opening bell sounds. The lessons being passed on in camp extend well beyond physical techniques. Mike Tyson has often emphasized the importance of mentality, confidence, and controlling the psychological side of a fight. According to those around the camp, discussions frequently focus on imposing your will, disrupting an opponent's rhythm, and maintaining composure under pressure. Tyson's philosophy centers on making opponents uncomfortable while remaining disciplined yourself. For Spence, those mental adjustments could prove just as important as any tactical changes being made in preparation for this highly anticipated matchup. Another important part of Errol Spence Jr.'s preparation is the variety of opponents he is facing in sparring. Rather than working with fighters who all bring the same approach, his camp has assembled a diverse group of professionals and rising prospects with different strengths and styles. Some sparring partners focus on speed and movement, while others bring physical pressure and power. This variety forces Spence to make constant adjustments and prevents him from becoming comfortable with any single style. Coaches believe that facing multiple looks in training will help him react more naturally when unexpected situations arise in the ring. As the fight with Tim Tszyu approaches, the goal is to ensure Spence is prepared for every possible scenario. The more challenges he faces in camp, the more confident his team becomes about his readiness on fight night. Not everyone is willing to make an early prediction, but heavyweight star Anthony Joshua has shared his thoughts on the potential matchup. Joshua believes Errol Spence Jr.'s experience at the highest level could play a major role when the two fighters finally meet. According to Joshua, Spence has spent years competing against world-class opposition and has consistently demonstrated strong ring awareness and tactical discipline. Those qualities often become crucial in high-pressure fights where small adjustments can make a significant difference. At the same time, Joshua acknowledged that Tim Tszyu remains a dangerous challenge. His aggressive style, determination, and willingness to push the pace make him a difficult opponent for anyone. While Joshua may lean towards Spence, he recognizes that this fight is far from predictable. One of the most encouraging signs for Spence supporters has been the intensity he continues to show during training. Recent footage has revealed him attacking the heavy bag with the same focus and determination that helped establish him as one of boxing's top fighters. His combinations appear sharp, his punch output remains high, and the power behind his shots continues to attract attention. Even after a lengthy period away from competition, there are signs that his natural instincts inside the gym have not disappeared. Observers have noted that Spence looks increasingly comfortable as camp progresses. Every session seems designed to rebuild confidence while sharpening the skills that made him successful throughout his championship run. Recovery has become just as important as training itself during this camp. To handle the demands of preparation, Spence has incorporated several recovery methods designed to keep his body performing at a high level. Among those techniques is cupping therapy, which many athletes use as part of their recovery routine. In addition, Spence reportedly relies on physiotherapy sessions, stretching programs, ice baths, and massage treatment to help manage fatigue and soreness. The objective is simple: maximize recovery between workouts so he can continue training at full intensity. At this stage of his career, maintaining physical health may be just as valuable as any technical improvement made inside the ring. Nutrition is another area receiving close attention as Spence prepares for his return. His diet is carefully structured around lean proteins, controlled carbohydrate intake, proper hydration, and overall performance needs. Every meal serves a purpose. The focus is not only on reaching the correct weight, but also on maintaining strength, endurance, and energy throughout camp. Proper nutrition plays a major role in helping fighters recover from demanding workouts while staying physically prepared for competition. With the intensity of training increasing each week, maintaining discipline outside the gym becomes just as important as the work being done inside it. Spence and his team understand that every detail matters when preparing for a fight of this magnitude. While much of the attention has been focused on Errol Spence Jr., Tim Tszyu is also putting together an impressive training camp of his own. Recent mitt-work sessions have showcased the sharp technique and discipline that have helped him become one of the division's most respected contenders. His punches appear crisp, his timing looks polished, and his overall movement reflects a fighter fully committed to preparation. Trainers have praised his focus and consistency as he continues building momentum toward another major opportunity. Tszyu understands the challenge ahead and appears determined to leave nothing to chance. Every training session reinforces the belief that he intends to arrive on fight night at the very best version of himself. Spence has also spoken openly about the benefits of stepping away from competition for an extended period. While the break was not originally part of the plan, he believes the time away provided valuable opportunities for both mental and physical recovery. Years of championship-level competition can place enormous demands on a fighter, not only physically but emotionally as well. According to Spence, the break allowed him to reset, regain perspective, and rebuild his motivation for the challenges ahead. Rather than viewing the layoff as a setback, he sees it as an opportunity for renewal. Now, with a fresh mindset and renewed focus, he believes he is ready to begin the next chapter of his career against one of the division's toughest opponents. Another voice weighing in on the potential matchup is Brian Norman Jr., and he appears extremely confident in Errol Spence Jr.'s chances. After watching Spence's recent training footage and preparation, Norman believes the former champion looks refreshed, focused, and ready to compete at a high level once again. What stands out most to Norman is Spence's combination of experience and technical skill. He believes those qualities could create major problems for Tim Tszyu, especially if Spence is able to establish his rhythm early in the fight. In his view, Spence still possesses the accuracy and timing necessary to break down opponents. Norman even suggested that if everything comes together on fight night, Spence could produce a statement performance that reminds the boxing world exactly why he was considered one of the sport's elite fighters for so many years. Now the boxing world waits for answers. Can Errol Spence Jr. return from a lengthy layoff and successfully handle the pressure, pace, and determination that Tim Tszyu brings into every fight? Or will Tsyu's aggression and momentum prove too much for the former champion to overcome? Both fighters enter this potential matchup carrying strong arguments in their favor. One brings years of elite-level experience and championship success. The other arrives with confidence, hunger, and a belief that his time has come. No matter which side you support, this is the kind of fight that creates endless debate among boxing fans. Who do you think leaves the ring victorious? Share your prediction in the comments, and let us know how you see this highly anticipated showdown playing out.